Searching the globe to find animals good enough to be called funny, it's the planet's funniest animals. The animal show that doesn't bite. So jump up on the good couch and check out Batman's day job. A bird who takes a lot of lip.
Like these help educate.
Plus, why you should always check your fly before going on camera. All that and much, much more on the planet's funniest animals. And now, a man who clung to his mother's fur until he was 6 years old, Matt Gallant.
Hi, and welcome to the planet's funniest animals, the only show where all the sets were built using mud and twigs. If you happen to have a dog with a lot of fur and you can't feel his ribs, it can sometimes be difficult to tell when he's hungry, even if he's whining and you just fed him a week ago. That's why we thought we'd give you these warning signs. A good way to tell if your dog is hungry is to look for any unusual behavior. Nope, not hungry. Another sign that your dog is hungry is if he keeps trying to taste the food through the kitchen door. Well, it looks like he'll just have to be happy with a lead paint appetizer. Another way to tell if your dog is waiting for dinner is if he decides to start off with a nice beverage. On the rocks, of course. Of course, when you do finally obtain food, it's always nice to be able to share it with a friend. And if they taste it first, you'll know it's safe to eat. Sometimes the beverage is something a little stronger. Incidentally, when you're drinking 4 times your body weight in wine, you'll want to make sure to be on the top of a wobbly ladder. When you're on television, you can't let the presence of animals throw you. For instance, right now I have 100 venomous red ants crawling inside my pant legs. Yet, I'm going to go right on and introduce these outtakes starring animals.
As consumers are becoming more aware of the effects of chemicals on their health, such as Alar and...
Watch what happens to this reporter doing a story on why farmers shouldn't use insecticides.
...on what they can do about it. Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Carrie Bennett.
What size is this fly?
I know, it's like a blue-tailed fly. It's huge.
It's awfully happy sitting right there. Oh, no, look at it. There it goes.
Sometimes on slow news days, the animals on the news set become the story.
That's very nice.
That's still in.
That's lovely. It's probably dead now.
Stuck on there.
Okay.
It's your money.
Just carry on with your money segment. Checking the markets tonight. Is that fly still there? Is it? Oh, that's great.
Listening to our words just there.
Let's check the markets.
But sometimes, all an animal wants from a news anchor is a shoulder to lean on.
Right.
Or to do whatever.
Excuse me, I think there's a parrot on my shoulder.
This news story concerns a prestigious award given to a distinguished officer famous for instilling discipline in his men. Well, that's more than we can say for his horse.
Hello. Mike Warren from McFeast, how are you?
I guess the moral here is no animal ever liked tabloid news. You know, in our world today, we spend so much time thinking about the human race that we often forget about something just as important, the animal race. Some animals love the thrill of racing around in off-road vehicles. Fetching a stick in this particular model, however, could take you as long as 5 hours. Many dogs love the water, but not as many know how to swim. That's why many dogs enjoy racing across the water in their own speedboat. It's fun, and you look cool doing it. This animal is so off-road that he's on the living room carpet. Problem is, so is that big speed bump that's shaped like a serving cart. There are some animals who love racing for the spirit of competition. Sure beats swimming around in that unnatural pond setting. People love to race horses, whether the horses like it or not. On the other hand, horses like to give their riders baths, whether the rider likes it or not. The clips you're about to see are so sweet that our attorneys have advised us to caution our viewers to please not place your tongue on the TV screen. That said, enjoy these really cute animals in love. Now, the key to a successful relationship is keeping the romance alive. Even if it means milking the moment. Many couples in love enjoy a romantic bath together. Or a relaxing shower. Being in love means knowing when to get off your partner's back. But the test of any good relationship is the ability to share the same space.
And now it's time once again for Animail.
You know, of all the tens of letters we received this week, 2 of them stood out. One from Ed McMahon telling us that we may already be a winner, and this one from a loser by the name of Brian Frazier of Long Island, New York, who wants to know, Dear Matt, is it possible for a dog to communicate without barking? Well, Brian, I didn't believe it myself, but take a look at this clip.
Titt, vi säger Lukas, mamma.
Well, he's not really saying mama. What he's actually saying is raw-gnaw, which in dog language means, will somebody please change this kid's diaper? Brian also wants to know, P.S., do dogs ever help out in the garden? Well, actually, I did see something recently. It's pretty interesting on a gardening home video. Take a look. So it looks like animals do help out in the garden. If you call helping out to mean digging up all the seeds and completely ruining this season's crop of squash. Warning, we break for commercials, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Coming up, a human piñata. Plus, look what's on the tube. A spinner spaniel. and the world's largest back scratcher. When we return to the planet's funniest animals.
You know, we're having a lot of fun laughing at animals on this show, and don't think they haven't noticed. Here are some animals who've decided to turn the tables and get a laugh at our expense. Now, here's a guy who assumes that just because he's holding a leash, that the dog's attached to the other end. What do you expect from a pet who happens to be an aspiring escape artist named Houndini? This rider thinks he's competing in the equestrian gymnastics event. If people are a higher species than dogs, then why do people have to be led around on a leash? Everyone knows that doing well at a dog competition takes skill and agility. And of course, an owner with depth perception. It's sad, but in some countries, people are beaten by their pets when they get out of line. Oh, when the pet gets bored and needs a few laughs. But there is one day each year when people and their pets join together to get laughs at someone else's expense. Here we see what looks like a giant rabbit and a bear going trick-or-treating at their neighbor's house. The neighbors have no idea it's actually a dog dressed up like the bear. You know, I remember my dad telling me how I used to watch television on an old black and white tube set. Back then, the commercials were live and the animals made mistakes. And if you were lucky, the reception was good. Well, Dad, these new color commercials are for you.
Nando's traditional peri-peri sauces in extra hot, mild, garlic and wild herb are delicious on meat, mouth-watering on fish, but particularly tasty on chicken.
They say watching commercials with animals can actually lower your blood pressure. So for those of you on medication, throw it away and watch this.
Executive B-Stress formula with herbs. From Blackmore's, the best.
Ever notice that it's the little things in life that make your pet the happiest? Like waking up to the sounds of chirping birds, fetching a stick that you threw, learning that his vet and groomer both moved out of town? Well, here are some other things that make animals feel good. Sometimes what makes an animal feel good is exactly what makes us feel good. The smell of a musty old shoe. Ah, now where are those sweaty jogging shorts? For some animals, one of the greatest pleasures in life is scratching an itch. And I'm sure the person whose memory this tree was planted in would be proud. But cleanliness of the body and soul is probably the greatest pleasure of all. Of course, it kind of defeats the purpose if you're bathing in an ashtray. Good dental hygiene not only feels good, but is important for strong teeth.
It's going over nose.
That's why this moose always remembers to brush and clean his mouth with a water pick after meals. And who can't relate to the great feeling of putting on your new hooves and splashing around in a big puddle of water? This elk just better remember to remove his wet hooves before traipsing across the living room carpet. Youngsters love the feeling of rolling around in the grass. when Mom joins them, they know they won't be yelled at for getting dirty. When there's no back scratcher handy, nothing beats gravel for itching those hard-to-reach places. With a little practice, you'll be able to reach every nook and cranny that needs scratching. This dog hightails it to the shower stall when he wants to feel better. There he enjoys not only a clean and invigorating shower, but also quenches his thirst at the same time. But one of the greatest simple pleasures is going out to the lake on a sunny day and sunbathing on an inner tube that you share with your best friend. This man obviously isn't this dog's best friend. You know, the only thing more fun than scraping the halitosis off my dog's tongue is watching the commercials, so don't go away.
Coming your way, a guy with a beehive hairdo. A real-life doggy bag. An office gone batty. And much, much more. When we return to the planet's funniest animals.
Did you know that in this day and age, there are still public parks where people and dogs have to use separate bathrooms? It's called discrimination. It's sad, but it exists for animals everywhere we look. Believe it or not, dogs still can't go into most restaurants. Unless, of course, their owner sneaks them with a doggy bag. And how long is it going to be before people feel comfortable working in the same office with bats? I mean, just because they're blind, it doesn't mean they can't perform the same duties as sighted animals. And how far do we have to go before people start considering bees' feelings and stop blowing smoke at them? I mean, hey, you don't see bees subjecting people to secondhand honey. You know, petting a dog or cat may bring down your blood pressure, but for all we know, it may raise your pet's blood pressure to dangerous levels. What relaxes them, though, is the sound of music. Everyone knows that nothing relaxes a dog more than accompanying his master on the piano. Either that or this terrible playing is hurting his ears. Some musical dogs accompany their own singing. Well, it could be worse. His master could have bought him a drum set. For some animals, music is a reason to hit the dance floor. Before slam dancing, before dirty dancing and disco, there was the cockatoo, a dance named after the bird who invented it. And on any given Saturday night, you can find people dancing like this at asylums everywhere.
This is a public service announcement. The Surgeon General and the management of this station remind us that cigarette smoking is bad for your dog. A recent study has linked cigarette smoking with smoke ring jumping. The facts are in. Smoke ring jumping is spreading to our kennels, our streets, and our backyards. This activity usually happens at night and on major holidays. And statistics tell us that nearly 100% of dogs that jump for smoke rings have owners who smoke or know someone equally stupid. Dogs are very impressionable and may get the wrong idea that jumping up in the air and biting smoke rings makes them look cool. So remember, just because he has paws doesn't mean your dog can't get second-hand smoke.
This next segment, quite frankly, changed my life. It lifted me up from despair and gave me a chuckle when nothing else could. And if it did that for me, it should at least keep you from changing the channel.
It is time to pause and reflect on the nature of your existence. Do you feel lost in the crowd? Are you finding it harder to create your own identity? Are you tired of going along with everyone else? Does your life feel like one long traffic jam at rush hour and you're stuck in the slow lane? Have you discovered that it doesn't help being a big fish in a small pond when the pond is already overflowing with big fish? Is it getting harder and harder to get someone's attention? Do you toss and turn, endlessly holding your breath for something good to happen to your life? And when you do open your mouth, do you find yourself constantly bickering with your loved ones? Wouldn't you rather be necking than pecking? Well, it's time to take a good look at yourself and realize the beauty that only you possess. It's time to spread your wings, show your plumage, and discover your own unique beauty that comes from inner peace. And dance.
That's all the show we have for you now. Remember, guests of the planet's funniest animals don't stay in any accommodations we pay for. So if you're on the show, you're on your own. Goodbye, everybody.